Okay. Can you guys all see my board? Okay, or get to a place where you can see my board. Put your books away, whatever you're working on. Because today, and I think I'm going to have to pin myself so that I can see what you guys see and make sure I'm writing in the space that you guys can see. Okay, today what we're doing, we're still working with fractions. We are going to be comparing fractions. Sean says, oh, that's easy. And it could be easy. Josie, yes, ma'am.
Aren't you just now we could use the butterfly method. That's what we did. It's third or fourth grade. But looking at it now, we could just do what we did yesterday and find which way is we could simplify the fraction and see which one's bigger, right?
You could, but butterfly's still easier. All right. So if I have the denominator the same, I don't even need to do anything. I just look at the numerator. If the denominator is the same, and in this case they're both 3's, I just look at the numerator and then I go with the bigger one. Okay? That's easy because if I were comparing it, right, and I have my pie cut in 3 pieces, this is 1/3. Oops. And this one is 2/3. So it's bigger. That's more. We know that, right?
Don't make the camera go out.
Now, I know, right? I got to be careful. It's my technology here today. But when we have a different denominator, we can't always picture in our head which one is more. Okay, so I've got 2/3. Oops, I wrote too tall. Sorry, guys. I've got 2/3 and I've got 5/6. These are 2 different size pieces, so I have no idea. But butterfly is still going to be the easiest. So when I butterfly, I'm going to multiply. I'm going to draw wings of a butterfly. And I'm going to multiply. Okay? So 6 times 2 is 12. And 3 times 5 is 15. And then I multiply my denominators. So 6 times 3 is 18. So both of these end up on top of 18. So now I have 12. Oops, I've got to do it where you guys can see it. 12/18 compared to 15/18. And so the 15/18 is bigger, which means 5/6 was the bigger one. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, let's do some more.
Are we going to learn fractions in the decimal this year?
Yes. And that's actually coming up next week.
Next week.
Yeah. Zeke asked if we're turning fractions into decimals this year. The answer is yes. Right now, we're just comparing fractions, so don't let that worry your pretty little faces and brains, okay? All right, here is another one. Again, we can butterfly. Let's see here if I do 1/6 and 3/8. So what I want to do, I'm going to butterfly. 8 times 1 is
8.
Yes, I do. See if this one works. I was going to throw it at you. 6 times 3 is
6 times 3 18.
18. And then I multiply my denominators. What is my denominator going to be for these?
48.
48
This is a really big denominator.
and 48. Okay? So I got 8/48 and 18/48. Which one is bigger?
3/8.
Okay, the 3/8 or 18/48. 18/48 is the same as 3/8. They are, what is that fancy math word? Equivalent. Good.
We just reduced it. Like that's basically the reduce. Wait, we didn't reduce it.
All right. Cam Weidman, ever working ahead for us. She's looked at her worksheet that they don't even have their worksheet yet. Slow down on me, Cam. Okay.
Can we have a worksheet?
No.
Because we're just gonna start working on it.
Okay. What if I'm comparing improper fractions? Let's start there. What if I'm comparing improper fractions? What if I have 12 over 2 versus, I don't know, 10 over 5?
It's really the same.
It's still the same. I'm just going to butterfly. So I've got 12 times 5. Ooh, who knows their 12s?
12 times 5 is
60. 2 times 10 is,
20. 2 times 5 is.
and then 2 times 5 is,
So
10.
12, 60 tenths is way more than.
so 60 tenths is way more than 20 tenths. So the 12 halves is more than 10 fifths. Okay.
Easy.
So it doesn't matter if they're improper. What if they are mixed number?
We have a lot in that.
Okay. 1 and 1/3 versus 2 and 1/4.
You take out the big number.
Okay. I need to do what first? What do you think I might need to do first?
Turn them into improper.
I'm hearing several people. Fiona, raise your hand.
You have to turn them into improper fractions before you turn them into figure out what you think.
Yes, we need to turn them into improper fractions first. So remember how we turn this in? We're going to multiply the denominator times the whole number, and then we're going to add the numerator. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. This turns out to be 4/3. Well, scooch over. Scooch way over. All right, so 4 times 2 is
4 times 2 is
8, plus 1 more,
9.
9. This is 9/4. Okay, now I need to butterfly. 4 times 4 is 9 times 3 is
27. So 27/4 is
27, and then 4 times 3,
27/12
27/12
bigger.
times 16/12. This one is bigger, which meant the 2 and 1/4 that we started with was bigger. Cam, did that help? How are you feeling about that?
Jimmy.
Cameron. Okay. All right. Let's do 1 or 2 more, and then I'll set you loose on the worksheet because I think you guys. How are we feeling? Let me get a temperature check on this. Don't yell, I'm ready for the worksheet. Give me a 1, 2, 3, or 4. 4 is let me be the teacher. 1 is what's a fraction? DJ doesn't know. Okay. All right. Because he just got here. So let's do a couple more. We are, for those of you that just joined us, comparing fractions today. So if I were comparing fractions, let's see here. I've got 5, 7. That's fine. We got 5, 7. Yes.
Can I go?
Yeah. 5 7 versus, bye babe. Let's see here. 2/5. It's hard for me to compare these, right? Because they're 2 different sizes. I've got a pizza cut in 7 and I've got a pizza cut in 5. I have no idea which one is going to be bigger. So I need to do the butterfly method. And when we do the butterfly method, we're kind of drawing a butterfly on top of the fractions. We're going to give it wings.
I know which one's bigger.
And when I make a wing, I'm going to make 2 sets of butterfly wings, and then I'm going to multiply. You see that the butterfly wings make a multiplication symbol?
Yeah.
What?
I never thought of that.
You never thought of that? So that reminds you that each wing needs multiplied. So 5 times 5 is?
25.
And 7 times 2 is? 14. We need to give our butterfly a body, and when we do, we multiply the denominators. 7 times 5, 35. That gives us the denominator for both sides here.
I was correct though.
And then And then we can compare because now we have the same denominators. So I just need to look at my numerator. Which numerator is larger, 14 or 25? 25 is larger. So this is the bigger fraction. So if I were comparing, I would put my little alligator guy eating the bigger number. I've got people at 1s and 2s. You're not racing right now. All right.
She says she has people at 1s and 2s, so I'm not racing.
I can't give you ones to just go yet. Okay. All right. Let's do one more example. The other thing I want to review again. Yeah.
Is there going to be equal to?
What?
Is there going to be equal to?
Could there be equal to? Yeah, there could be equal to.
Let's do one of the equal to. Well, then we know if it was equal to. Yeah,
9 times 1.
9, 3 times 3. Hang on.
3 times 3. Why don't I know that fact today? I messed it up twice. Yeah, they're equal.
They may look different, but they're equal.
They look different, but they're equal. Equivalent, if you will.
The fancy person.
Let me go back to one of the ones that's going to be a little bit more difficult. What if we have a mixed number that we need to compare? So I've got 2 and 2/3 versus 1 and 1/8. So before I can compare these, you guys called it out earlier, I need to change them to an improper fraction. We already learned that a couple weeks ago. We've just got to remember and pull it back out of our brains. When we convert a mixed number to an improper fraction, we're going to multiply our denominator times our whole number. So we would do 3 times 2.
6.
That gives us 6. And we need to add that to the numerator. So 6 plus 2 is 8. And I put that back on top of the original denominator.
Yeah, so
Over here, 8 times 1
8.
plus 1 more,
Yeah.
9. Put that back on top of my original denominator. Now, do I have the same denominator here? I've got a 3 and an 8. So am I ready to compare them yet?
No.
I need to butterfly. So I've got 8 times 8
It's 64.
is 64. 3 times 9.
It's your favorite math problem. 27.
It's my favorite math problem today. Keep messing it up. And then 3 times 8
It's 24.
is 24. So I've got 64 24ths versus 27 24ths. I'm looking at the numerator to see which one is bigger. And it is the 64. So this is the way my alligator would be chomping down. The 2 and 2/3 is bigger than 1 and 1/8.
Miss Crab, why did I go back?
Okay. Give me another temperature check. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are we feeling?
A gazillion.
Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are your choices.
A 4. Keely's now a 4.
Okay.
DJ's a 4.
All right.
I want to see.
I don't. A lot better now. Cam's a 10. Good. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you a couple to just do on your own, and I'm not going to work them with you. And you tell me which one is bigger, which one is smaller, okay? I'll start with something pretty easy that you don't need to convert. We got 7/8 versus 5/6. Who wins? Who's bigger? Butterfly it.
I don't know. Maybe. I got it. Feel like it may be the same. 5, 6. No, 7, 8.
Quit yelling out answers and write on your board like you're supposed to. Do not tell your friends the answers. That makes me kind of mad. You didn't give me a greater than or an equal than or anything. You just did the math. You just did the butterfly.
Oh, it's that.
Oh,
It's that. I know what it is.
okay. Are you asleep, Ethan?
Probably.
He put ZZZ and left the meeting. I don't know what's happening, but Ethan fell asleep and then left.
I think you really did.
He put ZZZ. Kaylee, no, Kaylee, you're good, girl. You're good. All right. So let's work this out. 7 times 6 is
42.
He's back. 8 times 5 is 40. And my bottom is going to be 48.
Okay.
My bottom's the same. My numerator, that one's bigger, so my alligator's chomping down the 7/8. Okay, I didn't see everybody giving me an answer on that, so let's do another one. Good job, Kaylee. High five. And DJ got it right. Okay, KK. All right, let's see here. It is 4/3, and this is
7. It looks like 12. You don't even really have
Not a
like
race.
denominator. I know.
Not a race.
Miss Bab, do you actually even have to do the denominator?
Yeah, no.
You can just get the bigger number.
Yeah.
I know.
DJ, you're good. Kaylee, Cam, Parker, Gray,
Miss Bab.
Maggie, Riley.
Oh, this is simple.
Josie, you usually hold up a picture, but I have myself pinned, so I'm not seeing you. Oh, Josie left. Never mind.
She's 2.
Put your answer in the chat. That's what I'm checking right now because I've got myself pinned. Yes. 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 All right. Yes. All right. 4 times 10 is
40.
12 times 3.
36. I knew that.
Zeke brought up a really good point. Since our denominator we know is going to be the same, do I even have to do it? I mean,
It just wastes time.
Zeke says he's wasting time. As soon as you multiply this out,
You know.
you know. If you want to do it, you can. Okay. There we go. All right, let's do one more, and then I'll let you guys get going on your worksheet. This time I'm going to make it a mixed number that you have to convert to improper, and then do your butterfly, okay? I got to do this one too. I don't even know.
What is the other one?
Good Lord, I got to do like some legit math on this one.
Oh, I don't know my 23 facts.
Nobody knows they're 23s. What's wrong with you guys? What on earth? Now we got to go old school multiply too. Miss Bab was mean to you. I was not kind.
Oh, you're being rude. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
That's being rude.
But could I come over to the side and do
Yeah, like I'm doing.
this?
Miss Bab, I have
And could I come over to the side and do?
got it first. Miss Bab, it's not a race. Miss Bab, here.
Hang on.
I know.
Hang on.
What's yours? Yeah, I don't know.
What are you doing?
Different answers. Oh, then who's right?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My greater sense is in the middle. Are you correct? You don't even know it. Hang on.
I know it. What are you talking about? Do I know it? I'm the teacher. I'm winning at math.
Who knows it?
Kaylee, DJ, Sam. Correct.
Oh, Oh,
No
I did it
incorrect.
backwards.
All right.
I did my.
Oh, Zeke, excuses. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
Excuse
All right.
me.
So when I multiply 8 times 2, that is 16 plus 7. That gives me 23 eighths. Over here, 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 1 more gives me 19 over 6. Now I've got a butterfly. I got 23 times 6, and goodness gracious, we don't know our 23s. So, but I can come over here and do 23 times 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1. That gives me 138 on this side. 19 times 8, or 9 times 8 is 72. That's Zeke's favorite math fact, but he apparently messed it up today. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 is 15. 152. My bottom is 48, my denominator. So it looks like 152 is bigger than 138. Everything over here wins.
I was correct though.
All right. It is now time for your worksheet. Unless, does anybody have any questions or need me to work out more problems? If so, raise your hand or send me a little message. We good? All right. Okay. Haley's good. DJ's good. I don't even know who else is on the call at this point.
They probably all left you.
Haley and DJ, thanks for participating.
I can't believe
Everybody, Cam, thank you for hanging in there. Ethan's still in there. Ethan, you're doing okay? All right. So you guys are set to work on your worksheets, and then I'll see you in a little while for science. Okay. I'm going to hit stop on the record. Bye, babe.
Toodles. Bye, Caitlin. Of course you did.